Hi everybody, time for the video conversation of the week. We had a tax listening tour where I spent a lot of time visiting with companies in our community like Diversified Plastics, North Star Balloons, and others, where I heard firsthand about how tax reform will help them invest more in their employees, invest more in new equipment, and also, most importantly, keep our economy growing and even get stronger. On the individual side for families, that's also very important so that people can save more dollars for their future, for retirement, as well as have a lower cost of living and making sure that people are increasing their personal income. Also visited a couple of schools this week, Success Academy in Bloomington, as well as Adams Elementary up in Coon Rapids. Thanks for letting me take the time to come and visit. Now we'll get to our questions, of course. First up is an email from Owen in Champlin, and Owen says, "Hi, I am a Boy Scout and I'm working on my Citizenship in the Nation Merit Badge. I've been following the national news over the last few weeks. One of the stories was out of Boston. A local police department drove through neighborhoods with an ice cream truck to show how they are approachable. I thought that was a good idea because it helped build community relations. It would be good to see something like this in Minnesota too. Sincerely, Owen." Owen, thanks for writing. The truth is, behind every safe community, there's police officers, there's first responders that have those relationships that do make our communities strong and great. Unfortunately, we've had a lot more strain between some of these relations. It has made it more challenging for law enforcement in our community. Your idea of having an ice cream truck drive through the neighborhood is a great idea. As someone who has an ice cream freezer in my Washington office for Minnesotans who come and visit, more ice cream is always a good idea. I'll be sure to mention this myself to some of the law enforcement officers that I interact and work with, as well as I wish you good luck on your citizenship badge. Next up is an email from Steve in Edina, and Steve says, "Dear Rep. Paulson, please push for more CRP land availability in the Farm Bill, as this is desperately needed in our state for pheasants and prairie grass management, which is vital to the environmental future of Minnesota. Thanks, Steve." Steve, thanks for writing. For those of you that don't know, CRP stands for Conservation Reserve Program. It's a program that was started in the mid-'80s under President Reagan, and it essentially pays farmers to remove land from production and then set it aside for environmental purposes. It is actually the largest private lands conservation program that we now have in the United States. It leads to less soil erosion, better water quality, and it's a voluntary program for those that do participate. As the Farm Bill is now coming up for consideration and reauthorization next year, I will mention this to my colleagues because Minnesota is an agricultural state. The Farm Bill is very important. That needs to move forward along with a provision like CRP. Thanks everyone for joining this week. Continue to reach out anytime on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or of course on the website at paulson.house.gov.